Hello, fellow noobs. It's a noob no more here. A risk grandmaster looking to grow the game and the community, more importantly, through some informative and competitive gameplay at times, and then some downright silly stuff at other times. Today we're doing some rank up. I'm actually going to go through and teach you, if you're interested, in how to play a game of classic caps. That's the plan here today. Let's make sure the game fires. We'll see if we get enough players. So someone's botted out. So we've got one bot already. All right. Oh, I don't like my cap spots. I don't like my cap spots at all. Oh man, this is very rough. Okay, so someone's taken a China cap. Thurlow Chanda. They could actually be okay. That's a pretty good cap. Okay, it's another cap there. All right, so I'm going to go through the process of how I think about picking a cap. Oh, hang on one sec, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we've got a cap here, a cap here, a cap here. All right, so I'm going to pick what might, at first glance, seem like an odd cap. I'm obviously not going to go here. Any chances that I had of potentially going here are out the window. I'm going to choose this cap and make it a 6. Oh, and pink goes in here. The bot goes in South America. You love to see it. All right. Now, as a bit of a treat for you guys, I've put something together. I've put together what I'm calling a caps connection map. And what it does is it imagines that you've got a cap on each of the territories in the classic map, and it assumes that you've attacked out and already taken over every single territory that cap touches. And what it then does is it counts how many of those territories, unique territories, are touching those territories in order to be able to work out how easy it is to card block a cap later on. If you don't know what card blocking is, I'll hopefully show you later on. But if we start down here, this is the easiest one to think about in good old Eastern Australia. It touches just these two territories. 1, 2. It doesn't touch this territory here in Indonesia. What it does is it counts how many unique territories are that touch all of these territories, including the cap and the surrounding territories. So in this case, there's only one territory. Someone would only need to put a big army there and it would card block your cap. So that territory only gets 1. And it does this for all the territories. And it's a good way of working out which caps do you want for the late game. In the late game, you want to have a cap that's difficult to card block. So you want the black numbers, the 8s and the 9s, not the white numbers, which are the 1s. The orange numbers are the 2 and 3s. The reds, 4s and 5s, and the blues and 6 and 7s. You want to be in this area here. I didn't get anything in that area there, so I've picked something up here. So hopefully that map helps you out. You can go back and pause it if you'd like and see how it works. But hopefully that gives you an idea. All right. Middle East should be a 10. Well, and we've got some pretty awkward blizzards here as well, guys. So I haven't got a great cap, but normally you want to be somewhere in this region. That caps connection map also doesn't take into account that people normally like to go for bonuses and the like. So, yeah, this is a bit tough. I don't really have any huge territories here, guys. I don't have any 1s to hit. I'm going to try and slowly migrate this up. Because this is a big bad yellow 12 here. How did they get a 12 so quickly there? So I need to put a whole bunch of troops on my cap, guys. Otherwise it could get taken. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put 1 here. And I'm going to put 4 on the cap. So I'm maximizing what's on the cap. I'm going to roll the 6 on the 2, which is a 100% roll. You can see that up the top middle. If you didn't know, that's where your attacking chance shows up once you select the territory that you attack. And I lost 3 troops. And then I'll move that 5 there. So this isn't actually a great start for me. I haven't been able to get cheap cards. There's a whole range of things that I haven't been able to do here. Pink is a bot, and that 8 is going to stick to me right now, right? And white is also going to get a really cheap cap. All right. So I have to double check some of the numbers on my on my map, but the key point is that you really want to be somewhere in the middle. That's the key point from that caps connection map. That's where you're not in someone's bonus, so you're not in anyone's way, and you've got a large number of territories that it takes for you to be stuck or card blocked. And like it or hate it, when you get later in the game, card blocking is the key skill that you need to progress the game, if not the actual only skill that allows you to progress the game. You can't just wait for people to hit each other. Caps is a much richer strategy game. I really love it. It is fantastic to watch, and it's even better to play. Yeah, I'll go back and check some of those guys. I just did that before tonight's stream, and I think it makes the point that I want to make. I'll go and check all of them. But yeah, this is really what you want to be. Anywhere from this territory here, which is Yakutsk, all the way down, not including Siam, and all the way to the Middle East. Although, again, the blizzards here make it pretty tough. Okay, what does yellow do? No, sorry, what does white do? They're slow rolling 10v1. I'm not quite sure what they're doing there. You should definitely be blitzing that. I'm confused. All right, now what I would love to see here is I'd love to see... Oh, yellow's going to take Africa. Okay. All right. So I'm going to slowly try and bring these guys back home. Let's hope I don't lose 3 on a 2 again. I didn't lose any. Okay, and there's no fortifications that I can do. I probably should have tried to roll the 2v1 first. That's okay. All right, let's have a look at the map again. Okay. So I'm being crowded by the pink bot already, which is kind of funny. All right, while the pink bot's having their turn. Okay, so Alaska. If you had these 3 territories here, and you had Kamchatka over here. All right, so let's do this properly. If you had this territory here, and you had these 2 territories. I think I included this one accidentally. Then with the circles, it should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that needs to be a 7. I'll go and correct that shortly. And again, that's another reason why this shouldn't be a black number, which I think tells my story even more. So anyway, hopefully that helps. I'll get the numbers fixed up for next time. But it's just meant to tell you that you want a late stage cap that can't be eliminated easily and can't be card blocked easily. Thank you for picking that up, Ali. All right. So let's start thinking about how other people are playing here. That looks like a bot. Okay, so green has botted already. You can see that right here. I'm offline right now. I could tell by how they attacked that they're a bot. So we're already down to 1 bot. Let's just check some of the other players. Alive, still here. I'm kind of still here, and pink was a bot to begin with. So we've now got 2 bots, guys. Now, all right. Yeah, now I think I've just kept it to a very simple definition for the map to try and work out how good a cap would it be. What's the easiest way to card block it if you just own that cap and the ones around it? It doesn't take into account whether or not it's in a bonus or the fact that, for example, this cap here in Alaska, most of the time you own North America as well, and it's actually really easy to card block using these 2 spots. So it doesn't take things like that into account. It's just meant to be a visual representation of where the best places are to cap for the late game. If you want to focus on the early game, sure, maybe think about Siam or one of these 2 caps in Venezuela or Brazil. All right, are they going all the way back home? Great. Okay, so now the real estate around my cap is clearing out a little bit, which is fantastic. All right. My 2 is gone, unfortunately. As I said, I should have tried to roll that last turn. But I'm going to continue my little getting out of here, just taking 1 card at a time. All right, so we've gone through where to cap. The next phase, the next stage of the game is to work out what you want to do next. And in the end, progressive caps is still a game of progressive. Yeah? So you want to work out whether or not you want to be going for bonuses or whether or not you want to just basically take a card and pass like I'm doing with my stack. And for some of the bigger maps that have more bonuses, that have bigger numbers on them, like the bonuses that most people get are the southern ones, and they're only a +2, a +3, and a +2. The bonuses very quickly become obsolete. They are important in the early game. They are important in the early game. And you, even in the late game, you can't let, if the game goes really quickly, you can't let someone else hold the rest of the board. You just won't have enough troops, even when you get to set in, to be able to card block them. So you want to be able to work out, guys, if you're going to go for a bonus or not. And the whole purpose of capping here out of the way in Asia is that you're not going for a bonus, because once the sets get big enough, and I do have a lucky set on 3 here, once the sets get big enough, the bonuses really just don't matter enough. Obviously, like when the bonuses are up at 200, 300, 400, the +2s and the +3s are not going to matter. So that's why, for the classic map in particular, bonuses don't matter. Yeah, Ali Eldridge, please don't think less of me. I did it in quick time before I got the stream up and running. I do want to go back and check it. But I think it makes the point, you know, there might be a couple that are one-off or something like that. I'll go back and check it thoroughly for the next stream because, as I said, so what this series is going to be about classic caps and how to play it, and it's just going to be a short series, is I played a game of progressive world dom that, you know, there was no caps. You don't get the defensive benefit of the caps. I was trying to do a tribute to Pete on his birthday. It didn't quite go as planned. I do have the video up on YouTube if you want to see it. I got hard targeted by someone, like really hard targeted. They were not trying to win the game at all. They were just trying to ruin someone else's game. And they ruined mine, and I dropped 1,600 skill points, or close enough. So with that in mind, I've got to try and get the 1,600 points back. And so what I'm doing is I'm trying to use the safest method, the easiest way to rank up, which is to play caps. And most people definitely prefer prog caps to fixed caps. There is one exception, Open Tanyeo, who's a friend of the stream and a very good player. Pretty much everyone else does prog caps to rank up. Like all the guys in the top 100, almost all of them play prog caps. And the reason is that the caps give you some extra defense. Whereas, as I said, in my world dom game, progressive world dom, where there's no caps, if someone's just out for you and they're not trying to win the game, there's actually very little you can do about it, guys. Very little you can do about it. And as a result of that, it's really hard to rank up just doing world dom progressive, and to a lesser extent world dom fixed, because you just can't do anything against the person that tries to eliminate you. That just has it set out, even if it ruins their game or it's not a good move, they can just eliminate your chances of winning the game. So what caps do is they give you a bit more defense. And it means that all the caps games that I've played, you need 2 things to go wrong to lose a caps game. You need 2 people to suicide into you or do something silly in order for it to in order for you to lose the game. Ooh, did we just see a card skip? Looks like we just saw a card skip. I'll come back to whether or not that's a good idea or not. But yeah, the caps give you an extra line of defense. You need 2 people to do something crazy for you to lose a caps game, not just one. I hope we don't get to illustrate that in today's game. Yellow's at 54 troops. Am I missing something? Like I know they're getting a +3 here, guys. How have they got so many troops? I mean, what turn are we up to? We're only up to turn 5. Even if they got the +3 early, that's an extra 12 troops, 46. Maybe I have lost a few troops, right? So I'm going to continue to try and not take the territories around my cap so that I'm not easy to card block. Continue to get my way out of Blue's way. And slowly make my way up towards my cap. That's my plan. Now, white card skipped. Why isn't it a good idea? 1, they're not in the first position, or 2, they're just costing themselves a card. And there's also 2 bots. We've already seen one trade. The bots As soon as the bots get a trade, they trade. And we know there's another bot down here that's going to be on 5 cards, by the way. As soon as it gets a set, it's going to trade. And it's missed out on the 82% chance of a set on 4 on the classic map. So it hasn't got a set. But normally the bots are going to trade early, which means you're just costing yourself too many troops. Or there's likely to be people that trade in before you. And as a result of that, you're just going to be a card behind. They will get the big set, though. They'll get the 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 trade, but they will be behind. Okay. Sometimes you can still win a caps game even if 5 people do something crazy to you. That's correct. I would like to see GM bots. I wonder if we could even beat them. I don't think we could, Tim, honestly. I mean, look what's happened in chess. In chess, the computers are now too strong for people. I was alive when that wasn't the case, and there was a lot of human versus computer challenges that went on. But I think it's pretty clear now that the computers would win. So if as long as it was done well enough, I think they would win. All right. So, as I said, I'm still in this. As I said, there's 3 phases to a progressive game. 1, work out if you're going for a bonus or no bonus game. Second of all, wait for the sets to get big enough until eliminations are profitable. And then the third stage is to start going out and eliminating people. So we're in that phase now, and white takes a second cap. We're in that phase now where I'm starting to work out if eliminations are profitable. So for example, I could eliminate pink on 5 cards. Even if they were all right in front of me, I'm probably going to lose something around 22, 23 troops on average doing that. And I'd only get a 10 trade back. It doesn't make numerical sense just yet. There are times when I will still take the elimination even if it's not troop positive when it progresses the game. But in this case, I don't think it's worth me doing it. So I'm going to not try and eliminate the bot. I could also eliminate the green bot, 23 for 3 cards. Again, we know that 3 cards at the moment is worth 10. So it's just not profitable. One calculation you've got to make is, particularly if you're going to trade in, is now the next set is worth 12 and they've got 2 more cards. So that's worth another troops, another say 8 troops. You could actually eliminate them profitably for 20 troops. And you'll get enough cards, but unfortunately, I can't get to these pink territories here. I could definitely eliminate blue, maybe not. I haven't got enough. All right, so I'm just going to take a card and pass. So, as you can see, I'm slowly edging my way towards my cap. All right. Then AI would be able to insta-attack. It definitely wouldn't have any speed advantages. Yes, for those of you that want to see my how to attack quickly video, forgive the shameless self-promotion. There it is there. I did a how to attack quickly video. Now, for those of you who are wondering, obviously I can't eliminate blue. Blue's got another cap over here. This is going to make it a bit harder to card block people. So we're going to have to wait for some hijinks. If you're wondering why this isn't in fog, I really prefer non-fog games. I think it attracts a different style of player, a different quality of player. And I love seeing how crazy some people get when they're playing caps. I think it's quite funny at times. All right, let's keep going. Do I have a set on 3? I do not. So I don't have to worry about that just yet. I can keep playing. Now, unfortunately for me, this bot is just really hanging around. A lot of bots, what they tend to do is they add troops around caps, and particularly the big caps. So they tend to crowd them a bit, which is not great when you're trying to get cheap cards, because that's really that phase of where you're waiting to get big enough to do something, or if you can't see an eliminations profitable or a card block being profitable, you want to get cards that are as cheap as possible. And that's why you see me only taking 1 territory at a time. I just want to get cards as cheap as possible. What do you think is your win rate on classic caps? That's a good question. Here's a little spreadsheet I prepared earlier. So I keep track of all my win rates. And you can see that in World Dom Prog, as I said, I had a bit of bad luck on one before. My win rate on World Dom Prog, played most of these games when I was earlier in my career, is 42%. Classic fixed, I've got 63%. And for prog craps, let's go with that. Prog craps, it's 78%. So you can see why I'm using this to rank up. Prog caps is a much more reliable win mode. And it's also more reliable in avoiding the 4ths, 5ths, and 6ths. That's what you've really got to avoid if you're trying to rank up. It's actually more about avoiding 4th, 5th, and 6th than it is about winning the game and maybe coming second if you don't win. What you've really got to avoid is the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And that extra defense that I was talking about that the cap gives you, that is actually what saves you from and what makes it a much more reliable way of winning and ranking up. Is it really allows you to avoid the 4th, 5th, and 6th. All right. You can become a GM without ever winning a game. Someone has already done that. I'm trying to remember his name exactly. Give me one sec. But yeah, someone already did it by playing zombies. Somebody played zombies, and if you beat all the other players, you get the maximum skill points. But then if you lose to the zombies, it doesn't count as a win on the record. So, yeah, that's cheating a little bit, maybe, but he's got a GM account. His name's Cuberly, actually. And he never won a game. He's got an account that hasn't got a win to its name, and he hit Grandmaster. Thank you very much for the follow. Obidos, welcome, sir. I think you can become GM without ever taking a card. I've gotten up to Master, I believe, without ever taking a card. That other account, I'm pretty sure, has hit Master, and it almost exclusively did the 0 card challenge. So I know you can definitely get up to Master without taking a card and trying to come second each game. I don't recommend it. You're not going to become a good player by doing that. Please don't do that. It was not encouragement. Oh, this is the foo-foo we're talking about. All right, so Blue spreads themselves very thin. Look, it's a noob. Oh, look, it's Obidos. Hello, great to see you. We're doing some classic caps. I lost a few points playing a World Dom Progressive, and I'm trying to do a how do you play classic caps instructional video. And at the moment, we're just staying out of trouble. As I said, you want to wait for the sets to get big enough in order to make eliminations profitable. And we're not quite there yet. So you're just trying to stay out of trouble, which is why I like staying away from the bonuses that people take. It means you want to be in Asia somewhere. And I showed a caps connection map, which also showed that if you're thinking about the late game and trying to make yourself hard to card block, that these territories here in Asia in the center of the board and maybe across Northern Africa are the key ones that you want to cap on. All right. Let's keep going. I find it humorous, all of the different scenarios the GMs think of to keep themselves entertained. Yeah, so I've got a few ideas as well. So I have already done GM just using classic fixed only. I've done that one. I haven't done GM with World Dom Prog only. I am going to see how far up the leaderboard I can get just playing classic fixed. I think people don't think it's a very reliable source to rank up on. But as I showed you guys, you can actually still win a 63% win rate playing fixed. I think Risky Phil's has got a higher win rate than me. He's up at about 72%. And I'm sure there's a bunch of other people that would be higher than me as well. I just don't know about them. Yeah, Risky Phil's at 72%. That's higher than some people's caps records. So if almost all the people in the top 100 are playing prog caps, and I do believe that to be true, then what happens is I do think the classic fix gets a bad rap as a rank up mode. And I think it's just people don't know how to play it properly. Do I kill White on 3? I am thinking about it, but White is having some connection issues, and they've botted, and unfortunately their bot didn't take a card. So I'm going to wait. But what you will see, Al, is I'm not going to block myself off this way. Even though this is a more expensive card, I might go here, or I might try and take this 3-on-1 or something. We're going to see how we go that way. Are they eliminating? Oh, they're going for blue. They want the caps. And so this is what I mean about trying to stay out of trouble. And I think, are they going for the elimination? Am I next to act? I am next to act. Oh, they're breaking Australia. Oh, man. Oh, they're going to leave their cap empty? Oh, they haven't. They've only got this cap now. Okay. All right. So I've got a little checklist here, guys. And I'll put this up here for people on Twitch. All right. These are the things that if you want to become a GM, this is a simple checklist that you can use to do so. Can I win the game? It's too early to be thinking about that. Can I eliminate anyone for their cards profitably? No one's on 3 cards yet, guys. Which means if it costs me more than 35 troops, it's not worth eliminating them. So unfortunately, it's only pink. Only pink would be worth eliminating. And if I'd thought about it earlier, I could have potentially done it. But I've run out of time now, guys. I was trying to be too instructive. And unfortunately, I could have eliminated pink for their cards then and progressed the game that way. All right. These two, and that's what I mean. So, and there's another very important concept in risk, in caps games, where you can see that people splitting themselves across 2 caps means that their cap is smaller. It makes them easier to be half beaten, which of course is halfway to being fully beaten. All right, so let's see if I can. Pink's on 5 cards. Excellent. All right, so if this laneway stays open now, guys, I'm going to try and eliminate pink if blue doesn't already see it. Or do they try and take revenge and break Australia? Okay. Now, the other thing I need to think about here, guys, is whether or not I take blue out for 3 cards. So the cards, after I trade in, their cards are going to be worth like 40, 45. It might be worth eliminating. It might be worth... Okay, green's taken a card as well now. Oh, man, this game is opening up like a can of worms. Can of worms? Can of tuna. Let's go with that. All right. Sorry, guys, I need to concentrate here for a sec. I need to take this territory. Is white going to take a card as well now? Is green still a bot? Green's still a bot, guys. Oh, man, I could definitely go on a run here and just eliminate everybody in one turn. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This could be on, guys. If white's not good enough, I mean, they can eliminate white here. I've got to think quickly now, guys. These are all profitable kills. These are all profitable kills now, except for yellow. Okay, they're going to try and eliminate pink. But they've stepped off cap. Okay, looks like they're going for bonuses. Or are they trying to take green? No, they're not trying to take green. Where are they going? No, they're trying to eliminate pink. Okay, they are finally trying to eliminate pink. Ah, damn it. That was my step 1. I'm not going to lie. Oh, will they fail? For 3 on 1, 89%? Oh, they got it. Oh, no. All right, so they've gone for the pink kill. 35 troops. Do they go for the white kill now? They're going to be very hard to stop, guys. Hopefully they run out of time here. They're going to try and eliminate... Oh, they didn't trade in turn. Okay, so I can eliminate green. I can eliminate blue. And then green, right? All right, let's go. I think blue's going to be the easiest to kill first. All right, I'm not going to worry about the slider, guys. Except on the caps. Okay. Okay, so you can see I'm preparing for the green kill. Put 6 there for the 100% roll. Alright, that's that kill. Okay, move out of the way. Again, I'm not going to worry about the slider here, guys. I'm just going to get the job done. Except on caps. Caps, you try and... Caps, you do it. I'll just put something there for defense. North Africa, Scandinavia, none of those really matter. Okay, so there's 15, 21, 22 there. So that should be more than enough. Then I'm going to put the rest on cap here. Make sure the 100% rolls. And I eliminate another one there. All right. And then, can I think about eliminating yellow? Okay, so I'm going to need a good 50-something to take this cap. Or do I worry at all? Okay. I'm going to start saving some of the good caps. All right, what do I do next? I'm okay if he takes that cap. I'll put a few there. I'm going to put a few there. I'm just going to break odds, give him something to do. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. No, I mucked that up. I was just going to break odds and then put this 16 back. Do I have a set on 3? I don't have a set on 3. I mucked up the ending there a bit, guys. But you can see that by asking yourself whether or not I can make some profitable eliminations, you can actually... makes it a bit easier. So they lost 50 troops doing that. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. They can't cap run. All right, and they're walking off all these caps. They can't defend all these caps now either. They can't go for the cap run, guys. They don't have enough troops. If they do go for this... Oh, okay, now I can go for the cap run. Where are the caps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, well, I just get a cap run. That makes it easy. Good game. Well played. I don't even have to think about this now, really, do I? Hang on, let's... I say that, but I'm going to. All right, the 57 come around, take those 1, 2, 3, and the 16 can take those 3. All right. Okay, and this will be the last cap. So if you don't know, that's the win condition for caps, is you can win all of the caps. And that's how you win a game of classic caps. All right. Hopefully you get something out of this. Apart from my mistake on my second last turn, I think that was an okay game. I was able to chain a few kills together when the kills were profitable, stay out of trouble, and I picked a good cap that was allowed me to do all of those things. So we got the win. That's what matters. Let's have a quick look at the ranks. Was anyone any good in this? We had 2 beginners, a novice, and an expert. So the expert at the end, I think they gave up and just tried to cap run. That was a bit of a weird move, what they tried to do then there. That was never going to be successful. Normally, I try and think that you want to have about twice as many troops as what's on a cap. And they didn't have that many to try for the cap run, and it ended up just giving me the easy win. So I'm not sure if they were just giving it to me or if they were genuinely trying or not. But either way, we've beaten the 4 human players and the bot and gone on to partially get back to where I was. So I was at 24,401. You can see my name is recovery mode for this particular set of challenges. I hope you got something out of this. If you want to see more classic caps action and learn how to rank up via that mode, as I said, I'm going to put a few videos together. I think it'll be at least 3 to recover my Grandmaster ranking after losing that World Dom progressive game. So anyway, please feel free to subscribe if you'd like. Please drop a like and a comment. I am trying to grow the channel. I really want to put some of the interesting content out there and let other people know the things that I've learned in my journey so far. I'm not doing it for financial reasons. I'm really keen just to entertain and inform as much as possible. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please drop a subscribe. Catch you in the next one. See you later, fellow noobs. Bye for now.